What's up, everyone? Dem Boys back at it. So, I've been on the grind. I'm talking like literally 15, 16-hour days, like 4 or 5 days straight. I don't know. It's blending together, bro. I don't even know what day it is, okay? It's a day. It's a day. So, I set out to find the best shed defense. I wanted to find the best blitz defense. I wanted to find run defense. And I wanted to find glitch defense where you can glitch out blockers. And I wanted to find it all in one scheme. So in 3-4 odd, we had all of that except for the shed. We know it's not a good shed defense. So I wanted to create something where it will react the same way, but have shed as well. Well, we're there. I've done it. Guys, I went through all of the defenses, everything that's trending, which we're going to get a new what's trending video, 3-3-5 wide, best run deep. Okay, man. And they're setting it up kind of wrong from what I've seen. We'll get there. We'll get there. This, what is it, like 2-4-5 odd or whatever. Oh, best run D in the game. For some runs, not really against the meta stuff, so what good is it? We'll cover the stuff, guys, but nah, I mean, it ain't it. It ain't it. So, what I eventually found is this 6-1 in the Patriots Plus and Dolphins Plus, which is why I don't think anyone's really covered it because it's a newer formation. So, when we're blitzing 7, the problem with doing that in any nickel is first run D can be a problem. But the big issue there is if I do blitz all linebackers, I still have a DB that I'm going to either need to manually blitz if he's not in a blitz already. And even if he is in a blitz already, I'm going to have to go move him for sure, right? So think about that. Blitz all linebackers. Maybe baseline. Pretty easy. Versus blitz all linebackers, double Y, maybe he's Y, so double Y, blitz Y, then go take Y and move him into the formation. By the time you do all that, you're probably getting quick snapped, right? So that's another thing you need to really think about when you're sending 7 is how can you do it the quickest possible way, right? You need, especially because if you have to base a line, now you might have to move an outside corner that's on a press because he's misangled. You don't want to get burned deep, potentially, right? There's so many things that you may now have to do. It's not feasible. So, pro tips, guys. These are, there's going to be little gems throughout this video. Stay tuned. I had to get a little long-winded. Y'all know I try not to do that, but just trust me on this one, all right? You're going to learn a lot. So let's talk a little bit about the personnel. Then you'll see all the other glitchy stuff I'm talking about here. What I need to do here is I need to have fast, good pass rush guys because we want to get shed, right? It's a shed-based defense if we're not blitzing. You can run it either way. It's personal preference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my fastest guy over here in the right end spot. So Clowney's over there. Then I'm going to have my fastest D tackle next. So for me, I actually take Peppers and put him over here. Again, I'm in salary cap. But maybe that's the fully loaded Mean Joe Green. Whatever, your fastest D tackle here. Then you're still going to want another fast D tackle here. So my Mean Joe would play right here. And then Kevin Green is actually going to come down and play in where Julius Peppers is in the left end. So what I've done is I've hedged my bets. Bobby Bell and Bednarik are the two best coverage/pass rush guys. You'll notice they have great pass rush stats and great coverage stats. A little bit slower is what you give up. So you could maybe do something different there. That's how I'm hedging my bets because I want to get shed. I will say this, Bednarik is a low-key animal, dude. That dude knocks the snot out of people. You'll see some highlights here of this. This guy's a beast. All right, that card I constantly notice. Definitely grab him. I've switched to Chargers pass D. Cromartie, if you can get him fast enough, is low-key the best corner in the game. He's got 98 speed on my team, and he's just a budget beast, dude. Beast. He's going to play as well as Willie Brown, if not better, in the pass for about 12 less cap. So there's that. As far as the rest of the lineup, I'm just messing with stuff. But note the defensive line, that is important. And real quick, before we get into setups, I do want to note for you salary cap guys, this lineup is still compatible with the 3-4. So if you're in salary cap, you can run this and the 3-4 and just interchange between the two. Alright everyone, so I'm going to give you 4 setups. We're going to have a pinch setup that is going to look the same. 2 pinch setups that will look the same. One just shed, one blitz. We'll have two spread out setups that look the same, one blitz, one just shed. Uh, Obviously, to create confusion, we don't want them to know what's coming. But that was going to be a very important piece of the puzzle as well, trying to find something that maybe worked better than the 3-4 even. Uh, so, let's get into it here. We're going to start with the pinch stuff. I like the shed better. Now, against mobile quarterbacks, people running, that's where the spread stuff works better. We'll make more generalizations and get deeper into detail with those generalizations as we go along with this scheme, because this will be a full scheme. I like quarters, cover 1, cover 3, buzz is nice, cover 2, but you can run this at anything, alright? Any one of these plays it'll work. So we'll start with the pinch setup, and then we'll show you some in-game footage. So in this instance, we don't need to base a line. I avoid that when I can. If they're in a compressed set, we don't need to base a line. So we're just going to go ahead and blitz off. We'll press. Sometimes you have to press a few times to get that middle linebacker to come down. It can be goofy. Just note that. Then we're going to go ahead and pinch our line. We're going to slant our rush to the right. So create kind of a whole bunch of little X's there is the idea. So I'll show you if they're just blocking 1. So we have 1 extra blocker in. We can come off that edge. Now I'll show you the shed, and we're really going to focus on the in-game footage, guys. I just want you to see the setups. So the shed, same thing. We're just going to go ahead and pinch. For this, you would never need to baseline. Doesn't matter where the outside linebackers are. And you're just going to go ahead and slant that rush outside. Now, you really kick it up a notch when you stand in the middle here, and you will see in-game footage of why sometimes you can glitch out the center pretty good, and it can stop shotgun runs really well, like inside zones, as well as just screw up their blocking. So you can see the way they come around and get that shed. Show you the instant replay real quick, and then we'll just hop right into in-game footage for this. So the center stays on me, doesn't really do anything till late. And we just get some shed here. So our outside guys kind of got stuffed, but then boom. This inside tackle. And this is also why I said here you want to have your fastest guy. I like to have my better tackle there. Because it does seem like very frequently, if the outside guys get held up, that's where your interior shed will come from. And you'll notice that that's the guy who loops more as well with the other setup. So this first example is just going to be showing again the shed. You play 3-4 odd, and that guy just isn't going to break loose, and they just frequently break loose and disrupt the timing. Remember I told you about your defensive tackle on the left side of the screen? Watch him. See, again, he just sheds there. The guy panics when he sees the shed in his face and just throws a terrible throw. Again, we're at an advantage because I'm only sending 4. So this is just another example of that 4-man shed and the importance of hovering over the gap. Everything just glitches, and again, that same D-tackle that I'm always telling you seems to be the guy to come through, fires in and gives us a free runner off of a 4-man rush. So here's going to be examples of the blitz. Now you'll notice in 2 examples here, he's blocking 1 extra guy, but I've got 2 guys coming in, right? So I've got 1 extra guy rushing that he's blocking, but I've got 2 guys coming in, and you can see this happens fairly consistently. So in this case, everything's spread out. If you're going to blitz, you'll need to base a line. If not, you don't. So if you want to get the shed, pretty simple, right? We're just going to slant, move our linemen outside, spread them, and slant the pass rush outside. There you go. That's it. And you're hoping to create loopers and shed, something like that. You'll see the in-game footage as well. But pretty simple. Now, if we want to send that blitz, again, all I did was spread the line and slant the rush outside. That's it. That's all. You're just looking for some loopers and some shed. That's it. So, if we want to blitz, since they're spread out, in this case, we'll need to go ahead and base a line. I will go ahead and blitz off, press, spread the line wide. Sometimes you'll need to press twice or 3 times to get that middle linebacker to come down. Very odd, but he will. Then I'm just going to take and slant the pass rush outside. Now, here's where formationally things can change. If there is nobody on the line, so there's no tight end, you notice we have the two X's on each side. That will glitch out really anything. Doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously it's not 100%, right? Nothing is. But it's going to be very difficult for formations that allow for that animation on your rush to pick it up. And you will see that in the in-game footage as well when a guy ran split close. So we'll send it in. And boom. Now, we had one free runner, right? We had a numbers advantage, so one guy should have been at the quarterback. But if you notice, two were. So, let's see why. This is the kind of stuff that makes this better than the 3-4 blitz. So look what happened over here. These guys axed up, and it just jumbled everything and confused the heck out of the blocking. And the next thing you know, you got a guy coming through just flat out not even getting picked up. So that's the first thing to notice. In any kind of formations like that, go to this blitz right away. Alright. Now I'm going to show you how it might look a little different if somebody's on the line and what you can do about that. Alright. And this is just stuff that's good to know no matter what kind of blitzes you're using. It's good to be aware of this kind of stuff. Help you create your own schemes maybe, right? Or improve what you use. So we'll go back to 6-1, cover 4, just so everything's the same. So again, we'll go ahead and blitz all, press. If you want, you can baseline. In this case, it doesn't really matter, right? You see my front didn't really move because it was more of a compressed set, so it doesn't matter. But anywho, if I take and slant outside, well, look at that. We have totally different animations. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. So in this case, I go ahead and slant left, and look at this guy's animation change. He's outside. If I slant outside, he goes inside. If I slant left, he goes outside. Well, this is a shed-based defense, right? So wouldn't you rather have him at an angle outside? I mean, if there's no X animation, then you want that guy going outside. If there's an X animation, it's cool to have him going inside, right? So that's just stuff you're going to look for. Does it look like he's going to cross, which can glitch out blocking? If not, we want him going outside. You can see it created a much better angle. He doesn't come inside and get jammed up on anything. We'll look at the replay real quick. So if he comes inside, he can bump into 76 and just kind of get slowed down. So he comes flying through. You can see also the middle linebacker kind of loops over and just kind of confuses everyone. So now watch 75 do literally nothing. But what do I do? Dude, this, I'm telling you, that's the point of this defense. So it ain't always going to happen, but you can just stupefy defensive linemen, man. It's really funny. So let's go check out the footage. Just derping fools out, man. I kind of went full myself. Never supposed to do that, but man, this defense gets me excited. It's crazy. It's just crazy to watch the little glitches pop off, man. Alright, so this first one is just going to show a successful looper. Just forcing the pass out of his hands a lot earlier than he wanted to. And again, that D-tackle, y'all noticing a pattern here? So this is going to be, I notice he max protects, so I use a blitz, right? Just playing the numbers game. But I see the other guy get around the corner, and this is the exact moment I knew that I had figured out how to blitz out and glitch this type of a blocking scheme, which is again what someone did to me, which got me out of split close, and you'll see that demonstrated here. I do not have a numbers advantage, but he's getting waxed right away. Alright, so lastly, as of now, my run D on this is the spread wide blitz setup. Cover 1 or cover 4. Can use some of the same principles we've talked about in the past. Otherwise, as I figure out the best possible answers there, I will put those videos out, and we will continue to build upon this scheme as we always do. Again, everything on the channel is playlisted, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate the support. We've been growing at a great pace. Thank y'all so much. Peace.